yeah. I'm still not used to doing doing this on my own, like the intros and stuff. I love it when Eric does it. There you go, Eric.
Yeah. Oh.
You're
Oh,
good.
great. There goes. Gonna have to widen the door for him to get in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to a very special episode of the On the Run podcast. Following the incredible performances of the Coco Dona 250, we thought it would be a great idea to take some time to recognize and celebrate all the amazing female athletes who have shaped the sports we know and love today. Before we dive in, I have to say hello to my badass co-host for the day, Tara Pterodactyl. What's up, Tara?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be back.
Yeah, I'm so happy you could join me for this. With so much awesome stuff going on in women's sports, I couldn't think of anybody better to join me for this episode than you, because you are a
honored.
badass woman in sports yourself. And like, we talk about this stuff all the time, so why not bring it to the podcast?
Yeah, it's funny because it's like we have all our little like side chats and stuff, and we're like, oh my God, did you see this? Are you watching this? And like our little Summer Olympics chat that we went on, and like it's just so cool to see what women are doing and how far we've come. And when you told me about this idea, I was like, hell yeah, I want to. So I love it.
Yep. And I can't take credit for the idea. It was actually Carolina. And I am so glad she brought it up, because like, how did I not think of it myself? Like, this is such a good idea. And there's just so many amazing women that we can celebrate through running, through sports in general. And I'm just, happy to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
So I know that we do want to focus more on the running side. We are a running podcast, but there are so many trailblazers out there that we have to recognize, because they have used their platform for good, whether it be advocating for women's rights, for LGBTQ plus rights, pay equality, mental health, body positivity, a whole realm of awesome topics. And let's salute some women.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I compiled a small list of just a very few women who have done so much for our sports. So let's shout out Billie Jean King. She was from tennis, and she just has so much to say about women's rights and even the LGBTQ rights. We've got Venus and Serena Williams, powerhouse sister couple. Well, not sister couple,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got Maria Navratilova. Say that one, Eric. I dare you. We got Mia Hamm and Megan Rapinoe. So those are the women's soccer. They are just incredible people, and they have been huge in recognizing that women don't get paid the same as men do, and they can outperform a lot of times. So I'm glad that they are speaking up. We got Simone Biles, and everybody knows Simone. She's out there advocating for mental health, which is fantastic. We have Danica Patrick, who is big in the motorsports realm, and like Katie Ledecky, Lindsey Vonn, just name a few. These are amazing women who just are using their platforms for good, and we salute you.
Yeah, definitely. All those women are amazing. Danica, to break into a sport where there has never been a female before, it's like male dominant. That's awesome. Just to show like young girls, like, this is a male sport, but females can do it too. I want to give a shout out to also Caitlin Clark. She did wonders for women's basketball. When I think it was her junior year in college, she was just like amazing, breaking all these records and stuff. And it was just awesome to see like the viewing. I think the national championship game had more views than the men's that year. And it was just awesome to see that. Yeah. I mean, it also helps that the women's game is on at like 1 p.m. on a Sunday. I was like, freaking, I'll watch it. The men's game is on like Monday night at 8. I'm like, no, I'm not watching that. So, but yeah.
I love a good matinee.
Yeah, right. And, she's done amazing things in the WNBA and a lot of other, women basketballs. I mean, how long has the WNBA been around? I mean, I remember when I was in high school, basketball was like my number one sport. And I was like, I'm going to go play in the NBA, because they didn't have the WNBA. And I was like, maybe 1 year.
I don't know how long it's been around, but like, I remember Lisa Leslie, right? She was the first one to dunk.
Cheryl Swoops. Yes. Oh, I was like obsessed because Yeah, I was like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional basketball player when I was in, gosh, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. But there was nothing. It was just men. So, and then we have like the hockey league.
Yep.
Don't we have like women's professional baseball now too?
See,
I think
it's just
it's
fantastic.
It's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah.
See,
So I agree
growing
with
up
that
on-
list.
Growing up on my side, I was the soccer player, so I wasn't even involved in running yet. So Mia Hamm was probably my biggest role model, and just the fact that they're getting, like you said, getting young girls and women to realize their potential and going for stuff that they might have been told they couldn't do.
Yeah,
So let's go,
absolutely. And I
ladies.
can respect that so much because I was such a tomboy as a little kid. And like, I didn't want to play softball. I wanted to play baseball. I wanted to play
Right.
football. I wanted to play basketball I wanted to do everything that the boys were doing. And I just, not that I couldn't, because I did play t-ball and I played a little league for a little bit. But then it was like, all right, I should probably play softball because that's what the girls do. But now it's like, you can do whatever you want, play whatever sport you want. So it's come a very long way since we were young cherubs on the playground.
I love it. Yeah, I know that there used to be like the men would play lacrosse and the women would play field hockey, but now like the women can play lacrosse if they want. Like, I'm glad that the sports, especially at the school level, are starting to evolve and let women play whatever they want.
Yeah, and this is coming kind of back to running. Back when they told us that we couldn't run because our uteruses were going to fall out. Like
Yep.
I read something the other day, and I'm just going to bring this up because it was like an article about how all women's races, they were allowing men to run it. And they were like, yeah, you can run, but you're not going to get an award or anything. And then it was like a big discussion about like, oh gosh, imagine if we had all men races. And someone was like, well, you did because you wouldn't let women run because their uteruses were going to fall out. So
did you forget about the like 60s?
yeah, right.
Come on.
And it's like, like, I don't know. There's, I could go on and on about that, but
yeah.
But yeah, to go back from that, go right into your next point there.
So being the running podcast, this brings us to the women who have laid the groundwork for what we're able to do today. So I'm looking at Bobby Gibb. She was the first woman to, I guess she bandited the Boston Marathon, but she proved my uterus didn't fall out. And then
Right.
Catherine Switzer, of course.
Has anyone's uterus ever fallen out? Do we know that? like what
I really
man?
hope not, because I don't want to prove it in men, right? But
what man doctor was like, this is going to happen, and it's never happened. But I digress.
Exactly. But then we have Catherine Switzer, who actually was the first registered person, female, to run the Boston Marathon. She may not have been classified as running it as a woman, but she even went on to prove, if you go back and listen to episode 100, she was saying she was running doing 30 miles a day, just like training for Boston because she knew she wanted to run it, and nothing bad happened.
Nope.
And I just love, by the way, I don't know if you're a fan of Sarah Marie, like Run Club, like the designs. She did all of these shirts, and like she put Catherine Switzer on the front of it basically and says like, run like your uterus is gonna fall out. So
yes,
I love that.
Love
It's
that
like
shirt.
the running joke now, but like that's not gonna stop us. It shouldn't stop us.
It's just crazy that that's what it was. To think about that now, today in 2026, it's laughable, but it was reality for women back then. And we needed these women like Catherine and Bobby to like break, these myths and do the hard things and be bandits and run as a man. Or was it KW Switzer? Is that what
KV Switzer?
KV. Yeah. So like, it didn't say Catherine. But it's awesome to have those women lead the way and see where we are now.
And it still took a couple years before women were officially allowed. I think it was like in the early 70s. I wish I had looked up the date, but like and there were still only like 4 or like less than 10. We'll say less than 10 who were able to run the Boston Marathon at that point. But it still took that long.
That's 50 years ago. Like that's not that long ago. It's crazy to think. You would think, oh, when was this? Like the 1800s? No, it was like a couple years before I was born. So
right.
it's like, it's taken this long to get to where we are, but I'm just so thankful for those women.
Yep. And then this brings me to the 1984 Olympics. We have Joni Samuelson, Joni Benoit, who was the first woman to win the Olympic marathon for women. And like, so that's a solid, we're going to call it at least like 15 years, like 10, 12. I don't know how many years, but that was still that many years before women could run the Olympic marathon.
Right. Yeah. Think about that. Like women weren't even allowed to compete in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like now fast forward to the last Summer Olympics and all of the amazing things that women did. So.
I have a lot of Olympians on my list to talk about because like we just kick so much ass. You must have heard of Florence Griffin Joyner.
Oh, yes.
Flojo. Yep. She still has records in the 100 meter and 200 meter that stand as world records. Like
that's
this day,
crazy.
From 1988.
That's like 39 years ago. That's insane. And you would think with like the new technology and the new spikes and all that they would have been broken.
Right? Yeah.
But that's amazing. That's so cool. I love that.
I know there's a lot of people on her heels, like Gabby Thomas. It's like she came pretty close in the Olympics. I just know it's gonna happen, but I just love that this record has stood for that many years. Like
that's incredible.
Mm-hmm. And then we have people like Allison Felix. She's the most decorated Olympian, most decorated woman and American in Olympic track and field history.
Very cool.
And she's still going strong. I know she just had kids. Like she was just still competing. She's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Like I love to think of this also because it just means you really do get faster as a master. There's hope for me yet, you guys. Turning 40 is not going to be the worst thing.
Yes. No, 40's been great. Mm-hmm. You know, it is great. And there's a lot of women. I was like, oh, when I turned 40, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in a new age group. It got harder. I was like, the women in the 40s are faster than the women in the 30s. Yep. So,
and one of my favorites is Sarah Hall, and we see her run in Boston every year, and she's just such an inspiration. Like, oh, she just wrote a book too, and I have it on audio and I have to listen to it. But you just always see her out there doing the grind, like getting out there, still breaking records. She's incredible too.
Yeah, showing up. And like, I mean, another master, Kira, who we met, she basically like quit running and had to do like a couch to 5K to come back. And then here she is with the world record or American record in the marathon and the half marathon. And that's just so cool. Don't ever let like your age define who you are. Like it's just a number. You can, do it well. And as long as you're healthy, obviously you can do what you love well into your probably 50s and 60s. I was like, because you know what? I'm going to be BQing when I'm 80.
Hell yeah. we go for longevity, not...
Yeah. It's the next time I'll get back to Boston.
Well, hey, every age group. That's why I'm looking forward to getting a little bit older because it just bumps your time up. Like 5 extra minutes here, 5 extra minutes there. I'll take it. I mean, not including the buffer, but what can you do?
Yeah.
So before we move on to we have a lot of ultra running to talk about, so I hope you're ready for that. But I wanted to recognize another Olympian, Sifan Hassan. You must have seen her. She's actually, she competes for the Netherlands, but I think she's from Ethiopia. She has done like the triple a couple of times at the Olympics. So in regards to the 5K, the 10K, and the 1500 in the Tokyo Olympics, she medaled all 3 of those races. And a lot of people don't tend to go for like, I know that's like middle distance, but that's not a typical thing that people will do. They'll either do like the real short races or stick to like the marathon. You don't really typically get the 510 and the like 1500. So she medaled in both of those. And then she did it again. She did the 5K, 10K, and the marathon in 2024 and medaled all those.
That's insane. Yeah. Like the fact that you can do that many races. And I'm assuming these were probably with, I don't know, a day, maybe frame. 2 rest. Mm-hmm. And I mean, to go from like a 5K, that's a full out sprint. Popular opinion, I think 5K suck.
5Ks are literal... so hard.
They're the worst. Hard. They're the worst.
Oh, and you have 5 of them to race this year.
Yeah, I'm only signed up for one more. I literally almost puked the other night when I was racing Eric. That was the closest I've ever come, but I was like, must beat Eric.
I love this.
but yeah, to go like a 5K, a full out sprint, like that doesn't number on your quads, and then a 10K, and then a marathon after like 2 basically sprinting races, like that's insane, and a medal in all 3. Like, hello,
got the gold in the marathon too. Like,
yeah, I know, that's
absolutely
wild.
incredible. Yep.
Wild.
And I first saw her, like, she came on the scene. Well, she's been doing a lot, but I first heard of her in 2023, just about then, because she was winning majors. She ran London and Chicago and won those, and then more recently she won Sydney, and then she came in 3rd in London last year. So like, she's just a powerhouse, and I love to see it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, was Allison Felix, was she the one that had like the areas for women who were breastfeeding at the Olympics? Was that her that advocated for that?
I don't know if that was her, but I do love that races these days adopted that and will actually give like designated tents for women who just had children who need to pump or actually breastfeed their kid on the course. Like they do that a lot at ultras too, and I think that's so good that they started doing that, at least.
Yeah, that's badass. I mean, it's part of motherhood, and you know, it's just another cool thing that women can do that men can't.
We should look that up if it was Allison Felix, because
I want to say it was, because I feel like this was the first year at the Olympics that they had these areas. Now, not races, but like the Olympics specifically, because 4 years prior they didn't have it. And she was like, you know, I was there and I just had to put a towel over me and my child. And it's like, you got TV cameras everywhere, and then she's like, now they have, you know, like areas where you can go and you don't need to be filmed. So I think she was the one that, you know, stood up and said like, hey, we need to change this and make this better.
See, trailblazing, starting things for good.
Yep.
So this kind of goes back into Olympians, because women are just awesome. But I don't know if you watched the Breaking 4 documentary on Faith Kipyegon.
That was awesome. I wanted to go out and like run right after that.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to break my personal mile record for 5K.
I love that stuff like this is totally motivating. Like I always get motivated after watching the Boston Marathon. I'm like, I want to go do all the things, but this, I felt the same way, even though there's like no way I'm going to get close to that. But
no,
I know that she was aiming to break the 4-minute mark in the mile, because I mean, there are men who do it.
Yep.
And a woman has not done it yet, but even though she did not break the 4-minute mark, she did break her own world record.
Yeah, so I know. I was like rooting for her so bad. And they had the line that was like following her. And I was like, oh God, she's right there. I'm like, come on. I'm like screaming on my couch while I'm like elbow deep in a pint of Ben & Jerry's. I'm like, you got this. But it was really cool. But like the whole science behind it too. And like her team and the people she picked and the pacers and how they were dropping off and stuff. I was like, that's amazing.
Yep. Oh man, she even had like I don't know if you looked at her outfit. Like,
oh yeah,
she had like the headband on that was supposed to keep you cool, and like she did have all the technology on her side, but she will get there. I believe.
I was going to say,
believe.
I think she'll try it again.
Oh, I hope so. And I mean, even if she doesn't televise it like that, like it deserves the fanfare.
I know. I'm wondering if the piece of it being televised was a little bit more pressure. I doubt it, because I'm like, she was in peak, like she was good to go. So
yeah,
you know, like I mean, she still broke her own record. So
TV does add pressure. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was a factor somehow. But I mean, she gave it her all. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So from like Olympics and all those women that we were talking about earlier, I feel like we really need to talk about the ultras and the women that are like breaking barriers in that, like especially most recently with Coco Dona. That was awesome. Like I couldn't believe, because I think at day one Rachel was not in the lead and it was a man, and then she surpassed him, and I was just like, wait a minute, I'm like, am I reading this right? Because like I don't want to say that I was doubting that she was in the lead, but I was like, there's no way. Like there's no way that that a woman is going to be ahead of a man. And then I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, she's fucking winning. She's winning this. And I'm like, and she never, ever let anybody come close to her. And it was
She
just so
took
cool.
off.
I was
can't
crying
believe-
watching the live finish because I was like, this is fucking awesome. It made it on Sports Center. It was just it's been all over. And it was just like awesome. It was, and she's so humble too. So I don't know.
I did see. So yes, she is humble, but she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing little clips pop up here and there. She's like, there was some clip somewhere there. She's like, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna beat everybody. I don't know if she meant that, but she did it. So
Yeah.
she backed up her claim. But yeah. And then more clips of her saying like, why not me? Like why
Yeah.
why not me? Why can't I do this? Like I'm gonna give it her all. She did it. And so I know how difficult it is to do some of these ultras. Like that one, that is something else in its own realm. Like I've never done a distance that much or with even that much elevation. She did it with 19 minutes of sleep.
That is unreal. I don't know. If I get less than 8 hours of sleep a night, I am not okay. So 19 minutes of sleep over like, what was it? 3.5 days?
Yeah,
and the pace that she was going?
56 hours, 9 minutes and 48 seconds.
That's just crazy. That's crazy. That's so awesome. And I have to admit that I didn't know who she was before this. Like I know Courtney Dauwalter. I don't really know a lot of like the ultra people, the ultra like family. I mean, I know some of the men, like I know Andy Glaze, and Ashley Paulson. But like I didn't know who Rachel was. And now I'm like, I was immediately following her on Instagram. And her ultra sign up like I was just like, what? I'm like, okay. Because it's like Courtney was the one. Like Courtney was the female for ultra running.
Yep.
So, I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure you probably knew who she was.
I have heard of her because she does all those incredible races that like alongside the Courtneys and the the Meg Eckerts. Like she's out there doing it. And yeah, stalking her ultra sign up page, like she's got such a high percentage. If you guys have been on ultra sign up and know how it works, like if you place like first in your age group or whatever, you get like 100% score. And like the lower down you are, the lower your score. She's got like a 92+% in general, but then her like age category is like 97% with like 120 races on there. Like it's just mind blowing. Like for perspective, my ultra sign up page, I think I've done like 25 races. I'm at like a 75, like not terrible, but not great. Like
It's good.
But she's just off the charts. Like anything she tries, she just crushes. And like this year was totally stacked with the women. So we had Meg Eckert. So I don't know if you've heard of her before. She holds the record for the 6-day ultra, like for the most miles in the 6-day at like over 600 miles, 603 and some change. Like that's mind-boggling in itself.
Yeah.
And then of course we had Courtney Dauwalter. She's still the GOAT in my book because like back in what year was it? 2023. She did like I don't think it's the official Triple Crown, but she won Western States, got a course record. She won Hard Rock 100, got a course record. And then she won UTMB that same year. And they were all like maybe a few weeks apart. Were these like 5 weeks like in a chunk? I don't know. Absolutely insane. So, so that's her competition. That was Rachel's competition. And it's just the performances. I think all three of the top females, so that includes Courtney, Rachel, and Meg, they were all under the previous course record for women.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
I read that too.
Completely mind-boggling. And like Courtney even ran 5 miles like off course because like
right.
her and
I saw that.
I think it's Heather Jackson or Heather Johnson. They were like out in front too. And like they both got lost.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God. That would be the worst thing ever.
I know.
It's like you're running 250 miles and it's like, let's do another 5. No.
You know what gets me too? When you're talking about like Coco Dona 250. It's really 253 miles. Like,
yes, it is.
Makes me mad.
Yep. Oh my God. I couldn't. I'd be like, yep, I'm stopping. My watch is turning off. We've got the 250.
Yep. But I'm really happy like this race did get a lot of attention because I feel like the ultra running community is still on the small side, but now these races are getting more recognition and getting more attention. And I hope that it does get more people to run them. But I guess that does make it harder to get into some of these races. So it's all a
Yeah,
give
I
and
think I told you, I was like, oh my God, I was like, I need to run another ultra. I was like, after
Mhm.
watching this performance, I was like,
Mhm.
I have to sign up for something. And they had like the live feed, so you could watch it whenever you want.
Yep.
It was kind of like the, oh God, I'm drawing a blank. He was just on the pod, ran the 300. Jason. Yeah, like his race was live feed, and I would like
Mhm.
put it up on my computer, watch it here and there, follow the tracker, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back in a couple hours and check. But it was just so cool. And like a lot of these people that run the ultras that win them, like they have PR teams. So they have
Mhm.
people with them and following them, and the social media content is like amazing. So
Mhm.
sometimes like if you just follow their personal page on Instagram, you can just, it's like you're watching them because they update like their stories every hour, and it's just following along, and it's pretty cool. Like I say that because Andy Glaze, he does a really great job with his content, and it's fun to just watch and follow along. But man, the woman kicked total ass in Coco Dona, and it was inspiring and made me sign into the ultra page to see what was coming up. I didn't sign up for anything though. I'm a little, I know.
We'll
I
keep
know.
working on you.
Yeah, I know. But my ultra, my score is pretty good too. I think
Good
I've
for
done
you.
5.
Yeah.
But I have like, I don't know. I think I'm in the 70s, but I think I like
Let's
won my age
go.
group in something. So I was like, yeah,
Hell yes. More
yeah,
points.
not a big deal. Not a big deal. Courtney and was not there though. That's why I won.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, before we move on from Coco Dona, I want to shout out our pod fam who actually ran Coco Dona, Callie, and then even Kristen. Kristen, I think she lives in Arizona. The two of you going out there, completing your goals. I'm so proud of you. Like,
Yeah.
this was
awesome.
no easy feat whatsoever. I know. Plus, when you're racing in Arizona, you always think like, oh, it's going to be so hot, but then it gets so cold at night.
Freezing.
The swing is just crazy.
Yeah.
So I got to give
Yeah.
credit.
And also Jared was pacing.
Jared. Oh, he ran like a 40 miler too when he was out there.
I know. He did like, he paced, and then the next morning he slept for 2 hours, I think. And then he went and towed the line and ran a 50K or something, 40 miler.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's so
40
awesome.
miler. No big deal. But
So shout out to our pod fam for just being awesome as always.
yeah.
It was so
And
fun to
speaking of-
follow along.
Speaking of pod fam,
Mhm.
one other person that I think we should totally shout out is Ashley Paulson. I know I mentioned her briefly a little
Fuck yes.
bit, but
Ashley.
she is awesome. Like in the running community, the ultra running community. She isn't. When is Badwater? Is that soon, or is that
July.
July? Okay,
Mhm.
so I think Badwater is like the next big one. But for those of you that don't know what Badwater is, it's 135 miles from the hottest point in the desert, and you run like up north. It's in Arizona, right?
No, that's California.
Oh, California. Okay,
Yeah.
so you go 135 miles, but it's like 130 degrees. It's insane race.
No joke.
People like train for it inside a heat chamber on a treadmill. It's just wild. But Ashley has won that twice, right?
Yup.
Yeah. And then
she won that, and she got a lot of flack from like people are like, she totally cheated, and then she came back and did it again. So shut
Right.
up.
yeah, right. That's a good way to prove it. I'm like, I don't know if I would want to even do that race just because of the temperatures, but yeah, so that, and then also recently in
Mhm.
February, she ran the Jackpot 100 miler. That's in Vegas, right?
Yup.
So she was going for the world record, and she got it by like, was it like 9 minutes or something? I don't know. I don't want to quote that.
I thought it was more than that.
Maybe
I
it was
thought
more.
Was it like 20 something minutes?
Either way,
Don't quote me
she-
either, but-
yeah, I know she did it and she crushed it. And then not even like 2 months later, she shows up at the Boston Marathon Expo,
Mhm.
hops on a treadmill, and breaks the 100-mile treadmill world record. Like, that's insane. And she's in her 40s, isn't she? Yeah.
She is.
So, and she's like, she's awesome. And like the best part about it is she's so fucking cool. Like she's so
Yeah.
relatable and such a cool person. And she's just like everything that she does, like I'm not surprised. And she'll come out and be like, this is I think she's running something soon. She's running another big race. I just saw it on her social media.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. But
Yeah, because she posted a run yesterday and she was running in the mountains somewhere training. But she's just like, yeah, this is up next and going for this. And I'm like, oh, she'll get it. Like,
Ashley
I literally
Paulson,
have no
never
doubt.
stop, never stopping.
Yeah, I know. And then like 777. So she's just another awesome, and she's got an amazing platform. You mentioned that earlier. The best part about these women is that they're using their platforms and they're showing that like we can do it. Like, why not me? Why not you? So
Exactly. Yep.
I love that so
And
much. She's another pod fam who's doing great things.
yeah, we are so proud of Ashley, but also I have to say I'm proud of her for not only doing the treadmill 100, but for not running Boston the next day because she knew she wasn't like quite ready. She did not recover enough, and that in itself, I know that's such a hard thing to do, to say, hey, I need a break, because
Right.
you don't want to risk injury. So that is some strength in itself, to just tell yourself like, I don't have to do this.
Exactly.
I
That's
can
how
be
we
smart.
Yes, that's how we avoid injuries,
Yes.
by overuse.
Yes.
So
I know it is such a hard thing to do, especially when you look forward to it. And she was in Boston. She was at the expo. She was around all the people who were getting ready to do that race. And
right.
it's hard not to get caught up in it, but making the right decision, I applaud you for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But still in the ultra space, I cannot go without saying Jasmine Paris as a
Ooh,
name.
yeah.
Because a few years back, she did basically the unthinkable when she finished the Barkley Marathons. And that race is stupid hard. I don't know how else to say that.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah. That one, so she finished it in 2024, and she was the first female finisher. And like, I'm sure we've talked about this when it happened too, but Barkley's is kind of all over the place. Is it 5 laps I think you have to do? If you do 3, it's like a fun run. If you do all 5, you're an actual finisher. But this race is anywhere from like 100 to 120 miles. You don't get to use your watch, like GPS or anything like that. You have to navigate with a map. You have to go around and hit checkpoints, like rip a page out of a book that matches your bib number. And like the weather, it's in Tennessee. You never know what kind of weather you're going to get. You could get like a total hot ass day or freezing cold, rain, snow. It's a grab bag. So that happened to be a good year. And I think she had attempted it in the past too, but 2024 was just a good year. There were like 5 finishers, which is kind of unheard of in itself too. And I think since then, I don't think there have been any other finishers. But
No, I was going to say this last year, nobody finished. So
yeah, but Jasmine, I know she put in so much work for this race, and I think she finished with like 90 seconds to spare, 100 seconds. Like, you get 60 hours to finish this race, and she came in under the wire. But those are some of the most iconic pictures of her at the finish. Like, she just ran her way to that yellow gate, and like she was hanging over it. I think she even had like drool, like just the absolute, you could tell she left every ounce of energy she had out there.
Yep. That was a beautiful performance. And then didn't they do a
So
series?
badass.
Was it a Netflix series or YouTube or something?
I think
on
it
her
was
afterwards?
one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so incredible. And like to this day, that's still one of the most badass things that I've seen in the ultra world.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know. It's, you know what? I think we're just getting started too.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just
hope
think
that's
that,
the case. Like,
yeah, like within the last 5 years, I'm going to say maybe 6, it's just been records being broken left and right, and new women coming into the picture and showing, you know, the world what we can do. And it's just very inspiring. And again, I think we're just getting started.
I agree. And like a couple more people that I wanted to recognize, mostly about the body positivity part of like exercising. Alona Mar, you know her from the Olympics, the rugby team. She is just like one of the most badass people I can think of right now. She is super vocal about being strong and healthy over being skinny. Like,
Exactly.
like who decides what like body type should be desirable? She's out there in Sports Illustrated, and I'm like, fuck yeah, girl. Like, I love you so much. And like another ultra runner, more in like our space, as like a regular person, I'll say that, Callie Vinson. I
Oh, yeah.
love her social media so much because they're just out there saying you don't have to be the thinnest person. Like you can go out and do the hard things, just
Right.
as long as you're like being kind to your body.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to look a certain way. Like
Mhm.
just be you, believe in yourself, and just do it. And I think Alona has since what was that? Was it 2 years ago at the Olympics? Was it 2024? I think it was 24.
Yep.
Summer
Yep.
Olympics. She kind of came on the scene then, and she's just like I think she's gorgeous. Like
Me
she's
too.
just built. She's muscular. She's beautiful. She's pretty. Like, you know, she can wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt and rock it, but she can also put on like a ball gown and be stunning. And you know, and you get women shouldn't look like that, or you know, the whole skinny thing is trending, and it's like,
Mhm.
no, it's like just who cares? You know, as long as
Breaking
you're
down
healthy,
those walls.
yeah, you're doing all the right things. Like, and that's the thing with running is what I love. Like, you could pick 5 random people who have signed up for the same race, put them on the starting line, and all 5 of them can look completely different and have
Mhm.
different goals. And it's just like the sport doesn't, what's the word?
Discriminate.
Drawing a blank. Discriminate. Yes. So, you know, and there's always like, you know, you can always get better. You have setbacks and you could be
Mhm.
slower, but it's always going to be there for you. And just like as long as you like love yourself and you believe in yourself and your training, like that's all
Yep.
that matters.
Yep. Just make sure you fuel your body properly to get you there, and you will get there. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
the pace. It does. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just moving forward.
Yep.
God, there's just I'm so happy you were able to jump on here today with me, because like I feel like the women don't always get enough credit for the work that they put in and the accomplishments that they do. I just wanted to celebrate them a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I'm all about it too. Like I love it. I love seeing it, and I love like like I said, our little side chats. And I'm like, "Are you watching this? Are you seeing this? This is fucking awesome!" You know, and it's
Yep.
just like being here in the present and seeing it happen in front of us, and all these records and everything just being blown out of the water. And then, especially, I think Coco Dona was the one that kind of sparked this, because it's like,
Definitely.
like I said earlier, I was like, she won the whole fucking race. Like she didn't just win the women's division. She
Mhm.
won the whole race. Like she beat all the men. It's like, that's not supposed to happen, but it did. And it's going to continue to happen. And it's just so cool to see, because it's like, I am like all about like, you know, go for it. Do everything. Don't set limits. Just go for it. And I
Yeah.
was questioning. I'm like, wait, did she really do that? And I was like, fuck yeah, she
Fuck
did.
Yeah, she did.
You know, so it's so cool. And again, I think we're just getting started, and I can't wait to see like what happens the next 5-10 years, and you know how far we can come in that short amount of time.
Yep. Oh, also, speaking of Coco Dona again, there was somebody from like our neck of the woods. Her name is Lila, and she was running for Team Mount to Coast. And I think she finished like 12th female. This was her first like 250 miler. But I actually got to run a race with her. She does that Notch View race that I do every summer.
Oh yeah.
And so she ran Notch View. I think it might have been 2 years ago. She did the 12-hour race. She won it. She did like 77 miles.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure she beat all the men too. But then the
awesome.
next weekend, she ran the Vermont 100, and I think she won her category for that too, which was like unsupported female. And so just hearing that she was going to be out there for Coco Dona too, I had so many people that I was like keeping tabs on, and I was so excited to follow that race. And like, it was just awesome being like, I kind of know her. Like I've run a race with her before.
Yeah.
So it was super fun.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
But
I
yeah,
feel
like-
about some of the females you guys have had on this podcast, and
Mhm.
watching them do things. And I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like I know them, because
Yeah.
I've listened to their episodes. We follow each other on Instagram.
Right. But I hope this kind of might open some doors. Maybe like we can throw some invites out and get to talk to Rachel or Meg or Courtney, or like I even still want to talk to Tara Dower, because she
Yeah.
did like the FKT or the Appalachian Trail. Like there's so many incredible women out there still doing incredible things, and come
Yeah,
talk to us.
we
Come on,
we
in,
should
come
do
on the pod.
like
Open invitation.
we do the breast cancer awareness month. We do
Mhm.
Boston weeks. We should do like women in sports week.
Tara,
Line
I
it
love
up.
that idea.
Yeah.
I was super happy about that.
I know, right? I mean, if you could get a couple people that are like any of the women that we talked about, that would be awesome to get like 3 of them and then just have like there's got to be like well, I know there's Women's History Month, but I mean, every day should be Women's Day, but you know what I'm saying.
We'll take what we can get, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a week.
Sure.
That's all the men will give us.
Well, here is to all the amazing women out there in sports who have set us up for success and keep cheering us on because you guys are our role models and we love you.
Yes, and keep showing us that we can do things that we were told that we couldn't. Keep breaking those barriers.
Things, yeah.
Yes, and keep kicking ass because we're here for it.
Yes. And on that note, everybody, thank you for joining us for our very special Women in Sport, Women in Running episode. Tara, thank you so much for jumping on and doing this with me. This was a lot of fun, and I was glad we got to chat about some really awesome female runners and sports trailblazers.
Yeah, definitely. I loved it. It was so cool. And now I think I'm going to go try to break my mile record.
Yeah. Go kick Eric's ass in the 5K.
Yeah, I got to go train. Eric's probably like, I don't know what he's doing right now.
He'll repeat.
We've got a heated rivalry going.
I love it. Thank you guys for listening. You know we love you.
Never trust a fart.
And don't forget to stretch. I went down the wrong pipe. Okay. Off to a great start.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew.